from the village of Harlem here in New York City, where dreams are born and legends are made. It's time for showtime at the Apollo. Why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. Travis Weeks, first one in the room, and Julie B.O.G. Welcome, good to see you. Sally and Indians, welcome, good to see you. Diana, and Stephanie Gray, welcome, good to see you. Alistair Bruce and RoboJax. Robin checking on in, and Jennifer Hayett, welcome, good to see you. Robert and Robinson Lopez, welcome, good to see you. Ramona and Diana, good to see you. Ramona and Kevin J, welcome, good to see you. Robin, good to see you. Diana, good to see you. Lisa UK Girl, good to see you. Donna Knight, good to see you. The Investigator, good to see you. Steelheart, good to see you. JC Droid, good to see you. Indians, good to see you. Deborah, good to see you. Jay Chulo, welcome, and good to see you. Kevin, welcome to Harlem, the village of Harlem here in New York City. We got a lot of ground to cover, so we're not even going to bother to get the like ratio up. But if you hit the like button, that'll be fantastic. The sun has returned, and it's a beautiful day. We begin here at the Apollo, right here. We're going to start at the Apollo, 125th Street, and go all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, Hank. Welcome. Good to see you, Richie B. And Jack Spencer. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Good morning. This coffee has traveled all the way from Coney Island. Let's see here. Robin says there's a big 5K run in Harlem today. That's awesome. Let's see if we see it. We got to make our way over to Clayton Powell Boulevard. Now we're going to experience summer streets. Ah, Dan, a beautiful day indeed. After a whole week of cloudy, dreary weather. Hit that thumbs up. That's right, Steelheart. After a whole week of cloudy, dreary weather, the sun has returned. Pretty quiet up there. How many steps today? Probably maybe 15,000, maybe 15, 16,000. A lot. I'm doing great, Light of Wisdom. Welcome. All right. Summer Streets begins right here. Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. Oh, Africa. I forgot this is African Square. The Hotel Teresa. Right there. A lot of history around here. We do have a movie location we're going to be passing by in a few blocks. I'll tell you some of the history along the way. I'll hold the camera as steady as possible. Good to see you, Dave, in Dartmouth. But here we are. Let's join the summer streets roots. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Harlem. Welcome to Manhattan. It is time to experience summer streets from now all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll be on closed streets. If you want to see the routes or know the route, it is in the description below. Good to see you, RJ, out there in Colorado. Welcome. A lot of music along the way, lots of little photo ops, and it is amazing how Harlem has evolved over the decades. But off we go. I remember when Summer Streets was very contested and very new. I'm happy to report that Summer Streets has been extended, and these streets are going to stay closed until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The original version of Summer Streets, 6 streets opened up at 1 in the afternoon, right when it felt like it was getting warmed up. We got surfing dogs. Good to see you there, Sean. Everyone follow Bagels and Walks. A great live streamer from the Upper East Side. Probably one of my favorite content creators showing off Central Park. Good to see you, Griff, up there in Vancouver, Canada. And time-lapse. This seems fun. Yeah. Look at the bubbles. High energy, baby. High energy. One day it'll go all night, right, Sean? One day they'll just have the streets closed. all day. So it was motorists who make this thing shut down. But we got it until 3 in the afternoon. Oh my God, unlimited. Let me go say hi to my coworkers. Let me go say hi to my coworkers really quick. You gotta find out what company I work for right now. Or one of the companies I work for. Yeah, they're giving out those bikes. They're looking beautiful. This is Mo. Good to see you, Mo. Good to see you. Just throw out all the bikes. Throw them all out. Don't work too hard, all right, guys? Okay. I'm gonna walk the whole route. I'm crazy. All right. Have a good day, guys. All right. Jose Torres. Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. Yay. That's my people at UB. You can grab. Oh no, the art is falling into the street. No. No. Well, you know what? That's a sign that she is going to sell all those pieces of art. It's going to be good energy for her. Love the bubbles, me too. Let's continue on. We got one of my favorite film locations coming up. We got one of my favorite. Hey, look at Bike New York. Yo, your table's ready, Bike New York. Your table's ready. But good to see everybody. Good to see Activity 79. Good to see everybody, people. Mary Lily, good to see you. Mary, thank you so much for the PayPal yesterday. Much appreciated, Mary. Thanks for donating to my Grubhub fund. Ladies and gentlemen, if you give me any donations via PayPal, the link is in the description below. Most of that money goes to my Uber Eats and Grubhub, so you literally feed me if you donate via PayPal. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Today's unofficial theme song, one of the members of SWV, Coco, had a song back in the early 2000s called Sunshine. And YouTube recommended me that video. Now that song's just stuck in my head. So, sunshine. Da, da. Anyway, let's enjoy these closed streets. They run it. Just to think, in a couple of months, Marathon Sunday. I cannot wait for it. .120th, going south on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. There's going to be music along the way. I think there's like a rock climbing wall somewhere along the way. But you're going to see a big chunk of New York today. But a beautiful sunny day. It's going to get warm here in New York. 84 degrees is the projected high temperature. I think during the live stream we're gonna go past 80 degrees. And if you guys behave, if this is a well-behaved chat today, we'll do a second live stream later on today. We do have tickets for a special event. Sam Maloof, good to see you. I will enjoy the day. I hope you enjoy the day too. And of course, the day when I get my little splitter to work, I don't need my microphones today. I don't need my microphones today. It's just the wind is like so low. And I was a little bit late today, so sorry about that, guys. The subway went from express to local, and there were some shenanigans at Rockefeller Center, which held up our train. Lots to look forward to on this stream, Robin. As we approach 118th Street, or 118th Street. I love walking in the middle of streets. Whenever I can walk in the middle of a street, you guys know I will. But it's nice to see, Summer Street's extended all the way up to 125th Street. The original route of Summer Streets via Park Avenue, 4th, and Lafayette used to only go up to 72nd Street. So it's nice seeing this go all the way up to 125, and then more importantly, last until 3 in the afternoon. But as we approach 117th Street, coming up on our left-hand side, we have this big apartment building here that was built in the 1890s. It is a landmarked building, but if you ever saw the movie New Jack City, this is the Carter Apartments. Now, that's not the actual name of the apartments. It has another name, and I'm going to see it in a moment here. I forgot the name of it. The Graham Court. This building is called the Graham Court, built in the 1890s. One of the first real fancy upscale luxury apartment buildings to be built in Harlem. But of course, this plays a pivotal role in the movie New Jack City. This is the apartment that Nino Brown takes over. But there it is, everyone. I had to watch New Jack City last night, because we need some New Jack live streamers for New Jack City. But there it is, everyone. The Graham Court. The Carter. And that's a really fancy building. Port City's checking in from Charleston, South Carolina. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Bed-Stuy Marcy Projects. There you go. That's in Brooklyn. Today we're in Manhattan. And we're in Harlem. Passing 116th Street. Oh, this guy's just gonna go through the red lights. Nice guy. Good to see you, Ollie. Doing the Harlem Shuffle. Doing the Harlem Shuffle, maybe. I love these old buildings here. They got such style to them. Now we're gonna take this to 110 Central Park North, and then we're gonna hang a left. Now, I don't know if these cyclists understand the rules. There are rules to Summer Street. So you're meant to cycle in the inner lane, and then runners get the center lane, and then people like me walking take the right lane. Good to see you too, Pink. Good to see you, Michelle King. Welcome, good morning. We got a lot of ground to cover today. So keep on hitting that thumbs up, everybody. Letting the ice melt in my coffee so I could drink. It's the first time seeing Harlem. Yeah, it's pretty nice up here. Harlem has gentrified quite a lot. There are still nice pockets of Harlem that are still old school. And, oh, did I find the run? Well, this is Summer Streets. And usually people run along Summer Street, so maybe there's a 5K run that happens within the Summer Streets. Yeah, see, look, they have rules. All bikes to the left, pedestrians to the right. See? Mayor Adams' entourage once took up all the lanes, pushed you out of the way. I could see that. I could see that, Sean. Ali took a class once and you studied the Harlem Renaissance. That's some great history, Ali. It is clean and green. I'm playing Powell Jr. Boulevard. It's really nice. And it's a true boulevard in the sense where you got like a green median and a lot of trees. Good to see you, Colleen. Welcome. Yeah, Ali, a lot of history. A lot of history. A ton of history. Now, no doubt, as we make our way south, there's gotta be more people. Yeah, Harlem is beautiful. It's a shame streamers don't spend much time. You know, it's true. It is true that live streamers don't spend too much time up here. I gotta do a 125th Street like tour because there's so much history along 125th, West Side. And yeah, Sean's always up here in Harlem. Let's see, Port City's daughter used to live in Harlem. As a matter of fact, she named her dog Harlem and the other Brooklyn. That's pretty cool. That's a nice name for a dog, Harlem. I like that. Now, I got to visit the original Harlem in the Netherlands, and it's nothing like this. It's very rural. Yes, there's an East Harlem Giglio happening today and tomorrow, and I'm gonna attempt the East Harlem Giglio. I'm gonna attempt to make it out there tomorrow, so stay tuned. Because this, Lord knows, this algorithm is destroying me in discoverability at the moment. This little cafe here, I've come here a bunch of times. This is a nice little spot here. Looks like they got comedy going on. I've had a few drinks in that bar over there. Really nice. Shout out to tour guide Kevin, or actually Dr. Dan. Shout out to Dr. Dan. Yeah, we'll love to see another Giglio left. Yeah, me too. All right, approaching 110th Street. So Spanish Harlem is to the east. So usually like everything east of like 3rd Avenue between like 103rd Street and 116th Street, all the way down to East River, that's considered Spanish Harlem. So we're kind of near it, but we're not officially in it. But I think we're gonna head over there tomorrow. Yeah. Love that. Wow, they're creating like a vibe out here. I love it. Welcome to 110th Street, everybody. Central Park North. Joe Hernandez checking on in. Good to see you. Welcome. Oh my God, the last Giglio was freaking amazing. You know, Robin, the feedback I got from people who either missed that Giglio or who were there and just wanted to watch it again was tremendous. And to everyone who reached out to me on Instagram and Twitter who watched my Williamsburg Giglio, thank you. And if you subscribed, a double thank you to you. A little cool jazz there, yeah. So to our right-hand side, of course, Central Park. A big part of the Harlem Renaissance was jazz music, yeah. Duke Ellington, Dizzy Gillespie. All the greats. Ella Fitzgerald. Amongst many, 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 many others. Of course, Louis Armstrong. Yeah, across 110th Street. This is it. We're now making our way east to Park Avenue. And then we're gonna go south along Park Avenue. All the way down. Then Park Avenue will turn to 4th Avenue. 4th Avenue will turn into Lafayette Street. And then we'll eventually make it down to the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, for a very short time, I used to lead tours out of this building right over here. Strawberry Fields, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Dinjin. Weather's great. Blue skies for the rest of the week. Got great weather coming up. Me and the Duchess will be going to the beach on Monday. Be back at it. Up to our right-hand side, we have the Harlem Mere. Right down over there, the Harlem Mere, the only body of water in Central Park fed by a natural source called Montaigne's Rivulet. It's a little stream that bubbles up here in Harlem and makes its way all the way down to the East River. You wonder how 4th Avenue turned into... No, it's actually not 4th Avenue, it's Park Avenue turns into 4th Avenue. Hello there from Amsterdam there, Robert. Good morning, Brian Bell. I want to get back into the goddamn shade. I'm about to ruin somebody's day. Again, all bikes to the left, pedestrians to the right. Some of the cyclists aren't really adhering to that, and some of the joggers aren't adhering to that. Usually with these summer streets things and events like this, you get a lot of people who really don't know how to ride a bike. And in case I get offered a bike, I do have my chest mount on me today. So we could throw you guys on the chest mount and go riding around. Doing great, Robert. Amazing weather, yeah. Really nice weather. Yes, Robert, I'm very aware that everyone in the Netherlands was born on a bike. I visited the Netherlands for an entire month in 2004. And my mission was to visit all of the neighborhood, all of the towns New York City neighborhoods are named after. So I went to Harlem, I went to Brooklyn, I went to Utrecht, went over to Rotterdam, of course flew in and out of Amsterdam, and I had a great time. But yeah, people ride bikes in a lot of places, but the Netherlands and Denmark are the big countries. You wish you met me 20 years ago? Okay. Good to see you, Carlos. Welcome. All right, we are approaching 5th Avenue. Next time visit, I think I passed through there, Steelheart. I think I passed through there. I went all across the country. I basically couch surfed for 3.5 weeks. I don't think the jet fighters flew over, Sean. I think they had issues with the weather. So I think they canceled it. And JC Droid with a $5 super chat. JC Droid, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. The big $5 super chat. JC Droid, thank you so much for getting my Metro card up here. Or Omni card. I use the Omni system. Either way, thank you so much for sponsoring my journey up here to Manhattan. And thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Much appreciated. Port City says that some bikers in New York City are cray-cray. They don't know if they want to be a car or a bike. Well, Port City, actually, if you read the DOT handbook, cyclists are supposed to behave like automobiles, depending on the road signage. JC Droid, thank you so much. All right, we're coming off 5th Avenue and we're turning onto 109th Street now. But yes. Depending on, you know how sharrows work? Sharrows, you're supposed to take over the lane. But most motorists don't know how sharrows work. Good to see you, John Lore. Welcome. You must be one of the few New Yorkers who pay the fare. Yeah. I do. What? Did I do a tour today? I would be working normally right now, but I decided to take today off because I wanted to show you guys Summer Streets. So normally I do my tour in the morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it would be right now if I was actually doing a tour. I would not be doing a tour earlier than a 2-hour tour earlier than 9 in the morning. It's not to say I haven't done tours earlier than 9 in the morning, but not today. I'm doing the tour for you guys. Crossing over Madison Avenue. He's having a day. He's having a day.
He's having a morning.
Have a good one. Hang out.
Thank you for stopping.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for stopping. I'll catch the wheel. Thank you for stopping. I know. Don't let you slide. You reach that way. I'm not hurting you.
Yeah, he's a little fired up over something. I don't know what. He's upset over something. Shout out to all the volunteers who make Summer Streets happen.
There's still vehicles coming. I don't want to. Don't run it. Don't run.
And there goes the phone. I say, you know, it's warm again. The phone dims. All right, off we go. He needs a tranquilizer? Yeah, maybe. Maybe Strawberry, maybe. Good to see ya. Hey, big bike. Off we go, continuing east on 109th Streets. And some people really too early for that nonsense. Too early to be that aggressive. I did have to deal with an aggressive guy on the subway this morning who was kind of talking out loud at people, including myself. And I noticed that crazy people can't handle crazy thrown back at them, so I acted crazy myself, and then he shut the fuck up. It was beautiful. Okay. You know, I'm on a good night's sleep. Me and the Duchess ate fantastic. Hey, look, it's the Metro North train. Right up there. There's the Metro North train going up north. And now we begin to go south along Park Avenue. One more Saturday of Summer Streets here in Manhattan will happen next Saturday. So if you like what you're seeing right now, make sure you come out next Saturday. Summer Streets, I believe, starts up at 7 in the morning. Good morning there, ABX girl. Welcome. Yeah, you're more than welcome, investigator. That's why hitting the thumbs up is so very important. I took the day off for y'all. I was offered work today last minute, and I said, you know what? I want to show you guys Summer Streets. So what is this street here? I think it's 106. We're gonna pass by another really cool filming location. But 159 likes, 120 likes. That's a beautiful thing. If we get to 150 likes, I'll be even better. There's the Metro North train. Now, what happens here in Harlem is you have what's called the Harlem Valley. And so the train doesn't necessarily go up. It's that the landmass around it goes down. So the train comes up out of the ground. And here it is, yeah, 108th. I'm sorry, 107th. And we're coming up to 106th Street. And 106th Street, just to my left-hand side, is what's today called Metropolis Studios.
Yes, it's like the place.
This is originally the NBC radio and television studio, built back in the 1940s, 1950s. But probably the most notable shows to be filmed there are the first season of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and the entire run of The Chappelle Show was filmed here at 106th Street. So the Metropolis Studios are right down there. There's actually a really cool video about the old Metropolis Studios. And we continue on. There's Metropolis, right over there. Yeah, where the first season of Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego was filmed there before it moves to Philadelphia. And ironically enough, the studios they used in Philadelphia, that was where the first couple of seasons of Double Dare were filmed. So it kind of went all over the place. And when Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego was filming here at Metropolis Studios, I think Metropolis was being mostly run by PBS, by WNET. So beautiful weather there, Cynthia. Beautiful weather. Yes, indeed. Now, of course, Double Dare starts in Philadelphia and then makes its way down to Orlando, ultimately. Remember the game where? Yeah, I remember the game too. I remember the game too. I remember the computer game on an Apple E2 computer. The first computer I ever used. No, it aired on PBS, but I think the local PBS affiliate ran the studios back then, because a couple of different PBS shows came out of Metropolis. If I'm not, I could be wrong, but I think maybe some episodes of Charlie Rose were also filmed at Metropolis Studios. Yeah, Rockapella. Yeah, remember Rockapella? Bop, would it do be boo bop, would it boo bop boo bop. It was an addictive game. It was an addictive game.
What cheese did you get?
Passing 104th Street now. I think I'm gonna do like 17,000 steps today. Today's like a pure walking live stream. Like I literally just mentioned that ABX tool. Yeah, that's the Metropolis Studios where they filmed the Chappelle Show. Yeah, I just mentioned that. And of course, 106 and Park on the BET show was filmed there because it's 106th Street and Park Avenue. Metropolis Studios. Good to see you, Trisha. Welcome. Absolutely, Diana. We've come a long way. Oh, awesome, ABX girl. Don't work too hard. So I got to sit in the audience of a Chappelle show. I got to sit in the audience. They used to film another show there called a Comedy Central show called Viva Variety. I used to go to that show quite often. And then I also what else? There was another show I went to there, but I can't remember the name of it. It was an MTV show. A very short-lived MTV game show. All right, 102nd Streets. That sun is already strong. Good morning, Xavier. As you see, we are going up. And the train looks like it's going down, but it just basically runs straight. You feel like you should run in place? Well, if you have a treadmill around, you could always put me on your treadmill. I do have a couple of hardcore viewers of mine who love putting me on their treadmill. 40 minutes into the stream so far. Making pretty good time. Sunshine after rain, welcome. And it is sunshine after rain at the moment. Rainy day yesterday. Yeah, great idea, right, Trisha? Yeah, I got a few viewers who, whenever they do their cardio, they do low impact cardio. They throw me on there. They even watch my old replays. And they get their exercise. Austin City Limits, welcome. Awesome, Light of Wisdom. We're gonna be here for at least another 2 hours. Pete B, welcome. Out there in Liverpool. I hope you have a great one too. Watch my replays during your lunch break? Nice. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. 99th Street. We are crossing right now. A little bit of an uphill here. Yes, indeed, Austin. Yes, indeed. I was getting so used to the rain, so it's nice to feel the sunshine once again. Leela, good to see you, Leela. Down there in Augusta, Georgia. Hope you and Adriana are doing well. Keep on hitting that like button. Can we get to 170 likes? That'll be fantastic. We're doing like 6 miles today. Doing like 6 miles. From 125th Street to Brooklyn Bridge. Put yourself in the easiest gear do the high cadence, and that's how you get up hills. And this is a steep hill. Even for me, this will be a pain in the ass to ride up. Elizabeth, good morning. I'm in your neck of the woods. Awesome. (97th Street). Sean, you know I love you. Come on by, say hi. Come on by and say hello. Come on by and say hello. You're good people, Sean. All right. 96th Street. Once we cross 96th Street, we are officially in the Upper East Side. Now we're going to stop at 96th Street here. Wait for the crosstown traffic. I get a little bit of a break here. Walking up this hill. Good to see you there. I love the 80s. Welcome. Woo! Already covered in sweat. Already covered in sweat, people. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to try to stay in the shade as much as I can because this sun is already really strong. All right. Continue on. Good to see you, Esteban Fernandez. Welcome. There you go. That's some good music. That's the kind of music that keeps me motivated. That beat-heavy music I always love. Yes, indeed, Jindin. Yes, indeed. Make a run for it? No, thank you. I'll walk. Trying to catch my breath here as I ascend up this hill. Manhattan derived from the Native American word Mannahatta, which means land of many hills. Isn't it nice to see everyone happy? And now we're in the sunshine. Walking down Park Avenue. 94th Street. We are passing now. Oh! He got the nice lens. Yeah! Everybody, it's Sean of Bagels and Walks, featuring Little Bagel. L'chaim. Put my napkin away.
You're gonna get some headshots.
Yes, he got me some headshots. Good to see you. You gotta come on. You gotta take. Let's walk a little.
I did this Saturday. last Saturday.
You did it last Saturday.
You gotta look inside there. Look at that.
Oh my God, the courtyard.
Yeah, you know, like the courtyard.
Oh man. Everyone is showing the bagels and walks. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the trick. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna bring my grocery cart now. Start doing that. Oh, so you guys started. So you came all the way up.
Which means we ended with these hills.
You ended with it.
As it got, 85.
Exactly. As it got warm.
No, thank you.
So, fun fact. It was like either the second or third year we had summer streets. I would ride summer streets on my bike with this gigantic crate that used to blast music. And I would DJ. And one of those days it was like 100 degrees. And I must have did like 3 or 4 laps of the whole thing. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to Times Square, take a picture of my bike, and then take the subway back to Bay Ridge. And boy, I almost passed out on that train. And I slept on the floor. I got home, my mom was like, oh, you're okay. My whole arm is black, full of soot. And I'm like, I kind of put myself over into the red. It's fine.
One year I did it. It must have been 95 degrees. It just was unbelievable.
Just hot.
I pushed it. I did the Brooklyn Bridge. I came home and my bike was like, you're going to go take a nap in the shower.
Yeah. Put a fold-up chair in there and just sleep. Look at this vista, guys. It just gets so cool. This gets so cool. Jair's Urban Adventure, welcome. Yeah, no, these views here, you don't get this. And it's how beautiful that is. The magic, oh, gorgeous.
Let's go back a little bit. What did we get? What did we get before? Keep going, come on.
Yay! Oh, I love it.
Oh,
awesome? Thank you.
Yeah, we got some good ones.
Oh, that's awesome, Sean. Oh, that's freaking awesome.
I forget where it happened, but this is around where the mayor is.
Oh, is this where the mayor pushed you out of the way? Him and his wannabe Secret Service detail?
Yeah. It was definitely on this side.
Right, you're on the right.
And they're like, we're doing photo ops, so we got to take up the entire roadway.
No, they don't. They lie.
Push me out of the way. Gave them the stinkiest eye imaginable.
Right? Hell yeah. No, come on. It was Mayor Bloomberg, everyone, who started Summer Streets. It was Mayor Bloomberg.
Yeah.
This has gotten so much more popular.
Way more popular. I'm happy that it's now ending at 3 in the afternoon. Because every year I did Summer Streets and it ended at 1 o'clock. It felt like at 1 o'clock it was just warming up.
Right.
And everybody was getting out and enjoying it. And then it's time to open the streets, like up to the 20% who drive here in New York City. I know, we need congestion pricing today. Congestion pricing forever.
You try to push a stroller in the city.
Right?
Good luck.
It's tough. This is not easy. It's not easy over here.
Much easier when you get a whole lane to yourself.
Right? No, I just like it when they give those interviews to the motorists saying, oh, this traffic is awful. It's like one person in a gigantic SUV. It's like, you're the traffic. I remember we had that one critical mass ride in 2004, right before the Republican National Convention. And it was 11,000. 11,000 cyclists just took the streets over. And it was so beautiful. And they had helicopters following us and the blimp following us. And then the funny thing is that everyone says, well, if you have all these cyclists in the road, you got to get in the way of ambulances and fire trucks. Well, if the ambulance and fire truck needs to come through, we park the C. We could get out of the freaking way. We could get out of the way, and if anything, it moves faster. Because us cyclists are efficient. It is. I gotta live stream one of those crazy rides one of these days. I used to be such a part of that. I haven't done that in a hot minute.
The one I really want to do, and I suppose putting it on video is not a great idea, but the night before the marathon, people bike the route and walk the route.
Yes.
And I would love to do that.
That starts.
I'm never gonna do the marathon.
Yeah, so they actually meet up right where I live. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right there.
I really want to do
And all you gotta do is just get to my house at 6 in the morning and you're good to go. There is nothing like riding up those streets, and the cops are in on it. So the cops will be riding, so they'll be riding along with us. So they literally will close the streets going down the avenues. And the only part that sucks in the last few years, it's like hit or miss whether we're gonna be able to do Queensboro Bridge. But if you make it over Queensboro Bridge, then it's smooth sailing up and down.
Well, and pedestrians can't go across.
No.
The
Verizon. So obviously, yeah.
So
that's the part you miss.
The only
that
I bet
they used to do it the night before, or like 3 in the morning.
I gotta break out my press. Just this once.
Right, just this once. And the mighty Bull with a $5 super chat. Boom, boom, boom. The mighty Bull has donated $5 to the room. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. And thank you so much for donating to today's live stream. I will get some water with that. Mighty Bull. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream with a mighty $5 super chat. Thank you so much there, Mighty Bull. Welcome on into the show. If I'm missing comments, I'm sorry. I'm hanging out with Sean right now. Bagels and walks.
Yeah, we're taking some photos. I'll post these on Instagram.
Right, everyone follow him on Instagram too. Yeah, take beautiful pictures.
Including, I got some headshots of that. Might add one of those to the story so you guys check that out.
I'll share it too. Yeah, I got a picture of my sweaty face.
And Gabe, the walking comedian.
You know, I'm gonna get that picture of Gabe is just epic. I love it.
That was fun. I was just walking the kiddo home. We just crossed paths totally randomly.
Right, he lives up around here, or does he live in Queens?
I think he's farther downtown.
Downtown.
I think it works. He walks the other side.
Yeah, Sean is one of the nicest people out here.
Beautiful day. Isn't this great?
This is after the doom and gloom we've had. After Debbie. Tropical depression, subtropical depression Debbie. I mean, yesterday I had so much so much sand in this gimbal and on myself, and
it ended up not even being as bad as it
no.
Was, right?
Me and the Duchess slept while it rained, and then once the rain stopped, we woke up and we're like, hey, it's ice dry outside. And we almost got a sunset yesterday, which was ridiculous. Today we will get a sunset. Yeah. Look at all these beautiful people enjoying the streets. You know, whenever I think of these empty streets, I think of the opening of Breakfast at Tiffany's, when you get that crazy crane camera shot and it just pans up, down, looking down Fifth Avenue, and you go see all the way down with barely.
Those in the days before on-street parking.
Right? Yes. We need to bring that back. Good to see you there, Jim. Yay for low humidity. Absolutely. This is really nice. Good to see you, Susan Barry. Yay for low humidity. I could definitely enjoy low humidity. Wow, look at that, 56% humidity. And we did hit a record yesterday of, it was the most humid day in New York City in recorded history, weather history. Right? We hit a 87.7% dew point. We never get above like 74. So
brutal.
We hit 87.
Oh, have you seen the tire art yet?
Oh no, I haven't seen the tire art yet.
So it's like Latin American artist who took these giant tires, so like monster truck tires.
Okay.
But made them look like Aztec pre-Columbian.
Oh, all right.
So it's only for a few blocks.
All right.
But you can see that.
Yeah, I got a gold one up there. Oh.
At least a few blocks.
I love the weird art.
Yeah. This one's pretty cool. So Park Avenue. When you were at 97th, you saw that little park.
Yes.
That, my understanding, based on old pictures, is like that's what Park Avenue used to be.
Yes, it used to be a lot wider.
It used to be much wider.
Yes. It was a park.
It was a park.
It was a park.
The malls.
Yes, the malls.
Broadway still has some, but not as many.
Yes.
And Park Avenue has like one or two, but not as many.
Yeah, it's nothing like the original. The original, it came out another lane, so you had the two inner lanes gone.
And seating.
And yeah, had seating, had a pathway down the middle, or some of them had like a lawn. And
Bring it back.
the freaking General Motors Better Roads Handbook, 1949,
Bring it all back.
ruined everything. Good to see you, Carl. Good to see you, SW. Welcome.
Bring it all back.
Bring it all back. I'm tired.
There you go. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
All right, look at that. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's weird art.
That's cool art.
I love it. I love it.
So there's the statues from
Yeah.
Grand Central. But they do stuff like this up here all the time too. And then there's always some statues near the financial firms.
And I always say this time in the springtime they always plant the tulips and everything along the medians here.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Isn't that neat?
Look at that,
I don't know
guys.
how they picked it, but I love it.
Hey, this is like that is like a monster truck. It's like Bigfoot's tire over there with like a snake. Yeah, might as well really quick. Because this looks really weird. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's art. Rubber and feathered snakes. It will be here until October. Isn't that cool? They make it so nice. They get to put the planters all nice and just so cool. See, you can turn anything into art, everyone. Everyone's an artist. Yeah. Vinny Testaverde? Ah, okay. Sean has reminded me of my days in 20, I get to say 20 years ago. 2003, 2002, 2003. I was already working with a lot of video. I had a cable access show in 2002, 2003. But I was starting to get into photography. I got my first big camera in 2003. And I would just endlessly walk the city. And then I had my exercise regime, which, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to steal this regime, I highly recommend it. Ride a bike for as hard as possible. Normal, you want to go fast, right? Get that blood pumping. And then if you see something cool, stop, try to slow down your heart rate, take the picture, and then hop back on the bike and continue on. And I would do that all day long. That's how you see the city. This is just, it's so beautiful and it's cool. I can't get over how quiet it gets without the automobiles on the road. Yeah, the noises of the car. The wind of the tires and all that. So this is the shot right here. You get this nice little downhill. Yeah, now it's starting to get packed.
You having fun?
Look at that. It's just like Marathon Sunday, just a lot more laid back.
I'm so old, I remember when that building was pan out.
Right.
That light. You used to be actually able to take a helicopter from the top
right
of
on
the Pan
top.
Am building to JFK.
I know that. Yeah, I'm a licensed New York City tour guide.
Okay, I was just-
Yeah,
sorry.
so it was New York Airways. It was called.
Yes, and it was actually cheaper than it was
Yes.
cheaper than the cab.
Yeah, it was cheaper than a cab.
Pretty soon, by the way, the eVTOLs are going to make that happen again.
Oh, I don't know if they're going to ever allow aircraft to land on top of him.
Honestly, they allow them to land on top of buildings in LA.
That's Los Angeles. You know why it ended, right?
I know,
There was a helicopter crash and
I
people
know.
died.
However, these new eVTOLs do not have combustible fuel.
Oh, okay.
Right?
You hear this, people?
Right? It's battery powered, so it will burn, but it won't spill.
Have a good one. Anyway, and Jack Spencer with a $2 super chat. Jack Spencer, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $2 club. Much appreciated. With a big $2 super chat. Where did he come from? I don't know. I thought he was playing Pokemon Go. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you. So, you know, only I'm supposed to do that. I'm a licensed New York City tour guide. Only I'm supposed to intercede and start yapping out facts. And I still call it the Pan Am building.
People always like to remind me. Godzilla,
Yes.
Cloverfield.
Yes.
It's been destroyed many times.
Cloverfield. I mean,
Avengers. It's been destroyed and rebuilt many, many times.
Yeah. Yeah. Day after tomorrow, we all went for a swim. Oh Lord. I just love it. No, we all get together. It's like a communal thing. Everybody comes out.
I love it. It's good vibes.
Yeah.
95% of people are having a good time.
Yeah, 95.
That's high for New York.
Yeah, it's very high for New York. Pat Waters Vlogs, good to see you. Walking down Park Avenue with Sean of Bagels and Walks and Little Bagel. Making our way down Park Avenue. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Ooh, contraflow. Contraflow right there. He's just being cool. Oh my Lord, look at this. It is so popular now. This is got a helicopter right down over there. He had a Red Bull smoothie for breakfast. I do not like Red Bull. I have only drank one Red Bull my entire life. I do not like the taste of that stuff. Exactly. Another helicopter up there.
Oh, that might be a
sightseeing helicopter. Yeah, he was all fired up. Yeah. You know, when I start my tour, I'm usually like that. I'm all fired up. I listen like this morning to fire myself up. I was listening to the opening of Showtime at the Apollo, and I learned the history of Sandman Sims, which is really cool.
Did you check out the Victoria next to the?
We walked right past it. Yeah, that was incredible.
Beautiful again. So they just redid it.
It's so nice seeing that whole corridor. I mean, granted, I'm not a big fan of the big box stores opening up along 125, but it is still nice seeing it all cleaned up and coming back.
Give it life.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that roof garden up there. Dang. One day, when we hit 1 million subscribers, to think that there's some very, I think it's somebody's, what I call very low effort not even live streamers, YouTubers, who make like $60,000 a month, and I'm like, yo, how do I get in on that? I want to make meaningful content. Any hawks up there? Any hawk nests up here? You know, I haven't seen any, but
I'm not familiar with any on Park Avenue.
Right, me neither.
They were the babies on 59th Street.
Right.
They've left the nest. They were at the athletics club. We got some pictures of them. They left the nest. They're mostly just kind of explore the park.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar right now with any on any like Central Park West or these buildings.
And Pale Mail's spot is still empty, right? Over by the Conservatory Water. I think it's still empty.
We've been seeing Dutch sees our Instagram, so
Yeah.
we've been seeing all sorts of stuff in the park.
Amazing.
Crazy.
It's amazing, you know, and that's because of the estuary coming back. I think because the estuary is coming back, Hudson River, East River, cleaner than they have been in 175 years. All this bird life is now coming back. Wildlife, just in general.
There's been a great blue heron at the pool like every day this week. There's been a great eagle
Wow.
at the pond every day this week. They're gigantic. They're beautiful. They look like dinosaurs.
Right? Yeah. SW, we are not in Midtown East. We are on 76th Street and Park Avenue. We're still in the Upper East Side. Yes, I'm Midtown until 59th Street.
Still on our left. I think we passed the Asia Society.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Past the Asia Society. We passed the Odd Couple apartment. Oh, no, it's that coming up. Is that 74? The Odd Couple building? I think it's it right here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you're in East Midtown now. Okay, awesome.
What do you see, kiddo? What do you see? You having fun? Are you having fun? Is it crazy? We're in the middle of the road. We never walk this way.
Right? That's right. That's right. There's Strawberry. Right, or Sunshine After Rain. Strawberry Fields. That's right. Everyone follow Sean. Everyone follow Bagels and Walks.
That's very nice.
Over on the Instagram there. We're coming up to the Armory right now. It's a few more blocks.
They got that balloon thing there. I really want to take the kiddo there.
It is really great. Just do it in the morning. Do it early because, yeah, it gets a little bit too busy later on. But me and a Duchess, she's really good at finding those little discount codes there. So we went to that like 3 days into it. And it was, the live stream did not do that thing justice. It was so incredible. The artistry and the creativity they did to create those balloon sculptures. The Eiffel Tower was just insane. And then they had like this rocket that was like 3 stories tall.
I love it.
So definitely awesome. Take the kiddo there. And then they have like some things that interactive things where you could make stuff. And
that's so cool.
That's right, Sunshine After Rain. If you're enjoying the broadcast, smash the like button. Do you have a hammer? No, don't smash your electronic device with a hammer, but theoretically, mentally, smash thumbs up. Be much, much, much appreciated.
Snack. You want to have a snack?
Ooh, a big mass of people running north.
This year when we went, there were so many like running groups.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really remember from prior years, but I thought was awesome. I mean, I'm sure it was.
I think even when this first started, the running groups would run in big masses, but I think now it's just like everybody is taking advantage.
My favorite part is getting to walk through the tunnel.
Yes.
There's no sidewalks.
No. Usually the only time I could ride through that is I got to be on the bike.
Yep.
And then I'll
park out in the tunnel.
Yes.
They're doing some bike tunnel. I wonder if they'll let you just
maybe. I don't want to risk it because I have a feeling people are going to be flying through there.
That's very true.
Because that's all you want to do when you go through that is just fly through it.
Well, especially if it's 100% bike.
Right, exactly.
That's loud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, there's the Asia Society. Why did I think it was so further up? It was, yeah, there's it. Yeah. It becomes all a blur after a while, right? It's like those Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You just see like the repeats over and over again.
Yeah, between like 97 and the 60s, and then it becomes all the magic.
Right.
Start to see the Chrysler building.
Right, yep. Chrysler building peeking on through. M1 Raw, welcome. I think the Nightbot got you because you used too many exclamation points. But I got you. Good to see you. 72nd Street. Now this is originally how far north Summer Street used to come.
Which is crazy.
It was, yeah. Used to make the turn onto West 72nd Street into Central Park.
I'm a little surprised. What's your thought on maybe they should do Broadway?
Yes.
Just do all of Broadway.
I think the original idea was for it to go down Broadway, but there were too many businesses opposed to it, which is just stupid.
That's all these people do. They want to stop, go have a coffee.
Exactly. And
Go
just
shop.
just see what stores are available.
Yeah, don't like that excuse.
I mean, this was controversial when it first started. I remember there was a protest against this when it first started. Good to see you, creative moments.
That would be awesome, because I think a lot of people really like the idea of the Broadway walk.
Exactly.
It's a little overwhelming.
Little overwhelming. It's nice seeing Broadway becoming more pedestrianized south of 34th Street.
Yep.
And that whole thing taking place. And
I'm sure they have like a comments thing. Maybe I'll say yes.
yeah.
We can make that our own little initiative.
Right.
Let's do Broadway.
River all the way down to the Battery. And all day from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. That would be like a party.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be just like a party.
I mean, that's my goal. It's like a citywide block party.
Yeah. Marathon Sunday comes close, but
Yeah.
Broadway, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Well, that way you get both the West End and East Side.
Yeah.
And everything.
Dang, we're making good time. Now we're 13 in. We're at 70th Street.
It's crazy when you basically don't stop.
Yeah, exactly. When you don't stop, you could just bang out the streets. Yeah, there's the Armory. Coming on up in a couple of blocks. But it's just so beautiful seeing this, and beautiful blue skies. I forgot what it looked like. It was not fun doing bicycle tours in the rain.
Yesterday was in.
Oh my God.
We were in the park for a little while. I had to call it. It just was. That's not safe anymore.
No, in Coney, it got painful. That sand coming off. I mean, my skin is in lovely condition now. It's nice and exfoliated. But bloody hell, man, it was. We were in I looked it up when I got home. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday on the live stream, we were in a 56-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Did you have your mic?
And no.
I have to listen to that.
No.
That sounded like.
I tried to make one at home, and it.
So this is the Italian consulate. They have
Ooh,
I haven't seen it up close.
the Italian consulate. Oh, I'm learning something new right now. I did not know that this was the Italian consulate.
I think that's the consulate. Maybe this is like a cultural.
Right.
The French have.
Yeah.
So-
Well, the French have that beautiful library.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this. Got all the eyeballs there. Maybe those are all Italian eyes. Italian eyes are watching you. Every move. Right, guy, it's art.
It's art, folks. There was, I think you probably saw, was a water bottle.
Oh yes, yes. You know, I'm sorry. It's starting to become a little blur now as I live stream all this stuff all the time.
Well, it's constantly evolving.
Yeah, you can see the end of the Armory over there. It's right over here now.
Well, there's something. I don't know what that is, but there's.
And then there's some more weird art down there. Yeah, Italy always picks the gorgeous buildings. Shout out to Italy. Another place I want to live stream. Italy. I could live stream in Venice, even though I heard they got really bad cell phone connectivity. I want to go to Italy. And I really want to go to Japan. Oh my God. What the hell is that? It's like a
Sort of like, the top looks sort of like a pigeon motor.
yeah.
Maybe it's a musical instrument.
But
I love the advertisement there. Empire State Building.
yeah.
So cool.
No, the balloon story is just, guys, if you could get out and see this, you gotta check it out. It's really, really cool. Me and the Duchess went to it, and we live streamed it, so. And they were pretty cool with letting us live stream it.
Yeah.
7th Regiment Armory.
It looks like remnant of Hurricane
Right.
Debbie, electrical.
Oh, yeah, right. Wow, look at that vista. That is a gorgeous view right there. Yeah, I know, right?
John Moore, are you in the chat? Are you going to get out and do some photography?
You hear that, John?
People shots.
We got great people watching. Good to see you, Colleen.
I'm probably not going to go that far. I'm going to turn off soon, but I heard at Grand Central they're doing something in the hall, like the MTA is doing something related to this.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. There's so much stuff going on. So, John, you got to come out to, are you here in the city? You got to come out to Summer Streets? It's open until 3. I mean, this is definitely a photographer's paradise. Oh, that's right. There's the Barbecue Blues Festival happening at Pier 76. over on the Hudson River, just south of the ferry terminal.
Go to the Japanese festival on 60th.
Yeah.
Go there.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Go there.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Nice Osmo.
Yeah, all right. Ooh.
Don't want to lose that.
And that is why I don't have AirPods.
NYC Mayor Twitter.
I know I would, if I ever had AirPods, I would lose the minute one. They would come out of my ears, so. Wired headphones for me. That's true, it's above 23rd Street. Wow, look at that big crippled front. Wow, it's just like Marathon Sunday. And this is what I love, seeing little kiddos on the bike. I love it. And while bicycles built for two may seem romantic, it is a bit of a workout and you do need coordination. So I always say, if you're gonna ride your bike with your loved one there on a bicycle built for two, just be coordinated. Smooth New York, welcome.
MTA is hosting its own special event at they say Great Lawn, but I think they mean Great Hall.
Great Hall.
Grand Central, food, drinks, and games.
Wow.
So maybe check that out.
Yeah. There's so much to see.
Yep. Such good vibes.
It's really so nice, and we couldn't have gotten better with better weather. So I'm happy it stopped raining. Lorraine Raymond, good to see you.
Shade, it's like
In the shade, it's perfect. So let's see here. The Grand Lawn, Summer Streets, free lawn games, delicious food, and delicious beverages.
yeah, that's good.
I'm glad you're enjoying this CB Earth Day. I mean, y'all get to see, and we are seeing, quite a bit of New York today.
They're using the word lawn too.
Yeah, I think it might be. Let's see if it's outside. It's outside. They made it. Put some. They put some green down. They put some. What was it called? AstroTurf. Put some AstroTurf down, and they made a lawn. I know. It's just so cool. The weather's unbelievable smooth. And why? We are back to summer conditions. High temperature today is going to be around 84, but the humidity is low, so it's going to feel. It does feel fantastic. Mind you, the sun is strong, so make sure you have sunscreen. And I have my SPF 100 on. I lathered it up on the train, looking like a crazy person. Just you get these amazing vistas here that you just don't get to see every day. And the music. I like how people play music on their bikes, and
Harlem last week, a guy came up with plastics and blues. It just was like very good vibe. Very appropriate vibe.
I gotta break out the sound crate again. My speaker crate. At this rate, the kiddo's gonna be a live streamer by the time he turns 5, probably. Hells yeah.
I know the city real well.
Yeah, he's gonna know the city perfectly. And I'm so like, you know, as I get older, and I know it sounds crazy, but as I get older, I'm so grateful for having been brought up and from here, and look, you got the spray. That's nice. I love it. This is a New York scene right there. That is a New York scene right there, if I ever seen one. They want a little spray of the New York City tap. I love it. Those are the kind of moments right there. Can't get that. You can't get that in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm sorry.
Yes, we see water.
Yes. Yeah, NYC from a kid's perspective does sound like a cool channel.
I did a couple of those videos with the camera on the stroller.
I love those.
So you got a very different.
Yeah, it's very different. Just a few feet down.
A few feet down, so you're kind of just getting a different view. You get all the people smiling at the baby.
Right. No, we're beyond blessed to live here. I mean, what is being a human being? Is being with your fellow man, fellow woman, together, sweating together. Look at that. It's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on.
Amazing.
Right?
Now it's starting to look like every street is just totally full.
Ooh, the restrooms are open. Yay!
Oh yeah, this is the Midtown restaurant. Like from here to St. Lawrence.
Nice. Right, there's more bands coming up now, activities. There's like a rock, is there a rock climbing wall again this year down by Foley Square? Right further down.
Because there's another big one in like, I forget exactly, but like around 34.
Right.
There's a much bigger one. I think the next really big one is Astor Place.
Astor Place, yeah. Our congestion pricing cameras.
$700 million on this.
Yeah.
It's called good government.
Who is to say NYPD is not already using those cameras? It's too good not to use.
Get me started on our government. So mad.
Me too. I think they should have tweaked congestion pricing. I don't think people who live within the 5 boroughs should have to pay it because there are transit deserts.
That's the craziness. There's so many things where she could have said, look, I saved the day.
Right.
I made it, whatever. It, you know, made it better. However you want to say you made it better. The hours.
Right.
But instead, we threw out $700 million.
Exactly.
Show that.
You're welcome.
Well, we're just basically, yeah. I mean, we're appeasing the minority of road users. I think that's what annoys me most important. You know, mostly when it comes to this whole.
Who are so catered to.
Yeah.
I mean, in other cities, like the idea that parking is largely free.
Right.
Is such an absurdity.
It's crazy.
The most valuable land on planet Earth.
I need to park my car, damn it. It's a park. Now, in Japan, depending on the air quality, like odd and even numbered automobiles are only allowed to drive on the roads. And then if you buy a car, you have to
think about when we do the UN here. Do they say stay home?
Right.
They don't
No.
even say that. It's like
No.
crazy. Even when it's like patently absurd.
Right. No, General Assembly Week has always been crazy. Which is right leading up to September 11th, so it's like right in that time. You just finished U.S. Open, and
But I think what drives me really crazy is she spent 3 years talking about the benefits.
right,
Which is, if you had to drive, wouldn't you rather it be quicker?
right,
Wouldn't you rather it be safer?
right.
And she just like, oh no, there's no benefits.
And that's true, John Lord. Yeah, if congestion pricing was not handled by the MTA, I think if it was like a city thing, I mean, even the city's mismanaged, but Robert Moses ruined everything, okay? Oy vey indeed.
Man who didn't drive.
Yes. Oh, they're just animals. They think they're just lines on the map.
It is crazy. The man who didn't know how to drive but just got driven everywhere.
Exactly, Trisha. As long as we got foods and services. I mean, that's the whole point of congestion pricing, to make deliveries easier, to make the getting in and out of the CBD, Central Business District, easier. Good to see you, Phyllis.
I just want to be able to walk with my baby
Right.
south of 59th Street
Right.
without cars sitting in the crosswalk because there's too many.
Right, it's too many.
Physically, there are
It's physically too many.
There are physically too many. It is a geometry problem, as you like to say, 2.5 mile wide.
Yes.
It is an incredibly condensed space. There are too many, and you have to do something to reduce them. It's not even a political thing.
No.
It's not even a stance.
No.
It's like there are too many. It doesn't matter who's.
All right, let's see here. We just missed the light. I think we're gonna wait, right? I'm assuming that we're just gonna wait. Yes, there we go. Stay
Crazy
in the
that
shade.
advantage, you can't see the JPM.
Yeah.
That's a cool building.
432 Park Avenue. I went inside that building once. I got to see the Tune Mass Stamper, yeah. I had a friend who recently retired at
Can you see it
30.
moving?
Yes.
It was
On the day that we went, it was a windy day. So as the guy who was telling us, he was like, well, you're going to see something like, was it 200 tons of concrete, like just bounce around. And we did. But my biggest takeaway from 432 Park Avenue was that any time the elevator doors opened and closed, you could hear the wind getting sucked in and out.
I wonder if they have that thing where, like, if you open or close your doors, there's like a little.
Yeah, no, there is. There is at all times. Good to see you, Rouge Jones. Welcome. But we went to a $37 million apartment. It was only on like the 25th floor, but 19-foot high ceilings, 22-foot high ceilings. You're really high up. So you had these incredible views. And the 10 by 10 foot windows were just, oh my God. But
You see all these people, kiddo?
look at all these people.
I like this building. This is what I imagined JPM.
Yeah.
to look like.
It's going to be something like that. I mean, this newer style is a lot more forgiving than that old international style. Now, we are now we're now south of 57th Street. So now we are on top of the rail yard that is behind Grand Central Station. So those 4 tracks that we saw in the middle of Park Avenue have now spread out, and they're underneath all these buildings to left and the right side of us. Including the special Waldorf off-ramp, that's right.
The FDR special.
Yeah, the FDR special, but the train is still down there.
I would love to see that. I would go with that.
And when this was all being developed, it was called Terminal City. So welcome to Terminal City, everybody. Yeah, it's giving you Amsterdam vibes, yeah. And a helicopter, maybe that's, maybe it's news or something like that. Here's here, John the Beagle deck. Yeah.
Want some water?
And so you're above the Terminal City, because those are the expansion joints right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. If you walk down the parking lot, especially when it's a little quiet, so like not during rush hour, you can hear the train.
You could hear the train, yeah.
You'll hear it, and you're like, where? You don't know about 97th Street.
It's just insane. It's just insane that this is all, it is still a train rail yard. The beautiful Pan Am building.
At the next shady spot, I'll get you some snacks.
The Seagram's building is our next shady spot.
I didn't even mean to walk this far, but like it's so easy.
It's so easy. It's so nice.
All spaced out.
Well, now you and the kiddo could take a nice nap in the air conditioning. Right? Fantastic weather this morning, Patricia. Absolutely.
Stop right here. I'll get you some snacks.
This for a very brief moment of my life, I had to come here to the Seagram's building.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For a very brief moment of my life, for just a few months. But they used to have a really cool sculpture in there. And I don't think it's in there anymore.
Mostly around, they're closer to Madison, but have you been to the public plazas here?
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, there's the older one, the IBM people.
Oh, I like this guy.
Have a great day. Welcome to Summer Street. Have a great day. Bicycle Stadium left.
I like that guy.
Run and stay right.
That exactly sounds like Chucky Schumer. Where's Chuck Schumer on his bike, actually? Come to think of it. Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. I rode a bike with Chuck Schumer so many times. One of my favorite bicycle tours I ever did, we ended up riding a bike over Brooklyn Bridge with Chuck Schumer. And I'm like, there he is, everyone. And it's bad, I call him Chucky. Hey, look at that, it's Chucky Schumer, everybody.
New York City water.
Yeah. That's the champagne of tap waters. So here we got a nice little glam gardening. What? The glam gardener. That's cool. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that sign back.
Okay, buddy.
You're welcome, guys. I couldn't leave it like that. I couldn't leave it like that. You're welcome. No, New York City water tastes the best. I did my good deed for the universe for the day. Zing Kid Fitness over there. I think they're playing the latest Kids Bop album.
There's the stage over on that street right there.
Oh, okay, there we go. NYC signs. I know signs.
There's St. Bart's.
The bells of St. Bart's ringing out. Alberto Fazzoli, buongiorno. Coming up to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. They did. Yes. Yeah, that was a poop encouraged bathroom. Look at that. Wow, big flood of people coming north there. It's beautiful. John Laura is not with me. No, we're hanging out with Sean of Bagels and Walks with Little Bagel. Making our way south along Park Avenue. And everyone follow Bagels and Walks here on YouTube and on Instagram. You gotta give them a follow.
We did Summer Street's the other direction last week.
Right, you did it north. I figure I'll go south because the D train could take me straight to 125th from Coney, and then it's like downhill going this direction.
I always tell people you're gonna do the length of New York City. Start at the top.
Start at the top.
Start at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, start at the top.
Thank you so much, Strawberry Fields, with throwing Sean's Instagram link in the chat. Yeah, now we can see the new JP Morgan.
It's like earlier. It's a heavier looking building than I thought. Like it's
Yes.
imposing and heavy.
Yes.
It's not
It's not like light and glass.
It's a light, airy, and cheerful.
And I mean the engineering, the cantilever behind it is just
Crazy.
nuts.
Really crazy. I'm so curious if the welders ever going to go because they were working on it like non-stop for the last 5 years.
Wow, it's been that long. Hasn't been that long.
I feel like for as long as we've been working on it non-stop.
The Waldorf Tower Residences.
BFF like cause. Big pink.
Oh yeah, the big pink sculptures in there. Look at all these people. It's too massive in your opinion? I mean, a lot of the newer buildings are just like they're fat, they're big. So, but here it is, a new Chase building right here behind this other one here. I'm not looking forward to the one that's going to be on the other side of Chrysler Building. I don't know the name of that one. That other fat tower that's going to just block the eastern view of Chrysler there.
What's funny is they planned all these big, super talls for businesses.
And now, yeah, and now.
Zero demand. I mean, I'm sure JP Morgan is fine. But if you're building just a random office tower in Midtown Manhattan, maybe not the best time.
Well, you know, the same thing happened kind of to the World Trade, the original World Trade Center. We didn't need that much office space downtown in the early 70s, but they still built it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you zoom out, it's okay. But like, it is, the timing of it is pretty funny.
Give it 30 years, and they'll be all fully occupied. And but it's funny, like now Monday commutes. Look at that cantilever, I love that. But now like Monday commutes and even Friday commutes are now not the same anymore. Look at this thing. I mean, this is some amazing engineering, and it has to be like that for the rail yard down beneath us. That's why it's like that.
Right.
So they have to work around that rail yard.
So this is my favorite part of Cedar Street.
Yeah, we get to go through the Helmsley building here.
Never open to pedestrians.
The portal. There's so many travelogue movies from the 50s and the 60s where you're driving in the new superhighways that Bobby Moses built, and then it cuts to coming out of these arches right here. But what is New York City? The 20th century machine. And what it is to be a human. It's here in New York. And then one Vanderbilt sneaking on in.
It is just crazy looking.
It is. It's gonna be fun when it's all done and the streets will reopen and. Oh! The cyclists are yelling amongst the cyclists now. So, as a cyclist from the '90s who remembers no bike lanes, you always have to assume that nobody's paying attention. So, it's always good to be overly cautious when you're cycling. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe because that street's closed.
You know, this is Grand Central. This is Helmsley building.
Here's the Helmsley building, and we're gonna walk through the portal right now. Probably one of the best spots.
This is bad actually, because they think they have the light.
Right. We think we have the light. Oh no, it's closed.
We think we have
It is closed. The cross is closed, so. All right. Into the portal we go. This is where we work at our calf muscles. But this is a great spot if you could get up here to see Manhattan Henge.
Yeah. Although
I heard they had the cops now watching this area. So.
they do because they don't close it to traffic.
Right.
I mean, I did it once. I did not feel safe.
Right.
I have a fairly broad tolerance.
Right.
I don't know about doing this again. Because it's like, I feel like the last few years, my hit rate on Manhattan anyway, my hit rate on Manhattan anyways is so low. You know, it's like 1 out of 4 times
Yeah.
it happens because of clouds.
All the way up there.
Look at this.
There it is. There's a Pan Am building. Pan Am building, and then one Vanderbilt that's right over there.
It's amazing.
You get these vistas here. You don't get to see this very often.
My favorite story, the Yale Club is down there. And the lore, not the John lore, but the lore is they saved enough alcohol to get through Prohibition.
Really? They stocked up enough alcohol
To survive
to make
all
it
of Prohibition.
all of Prohibition. Dang.
That's at least that's the story.
You hear that, people? That's the tour guide's learning, people.
A working hotel.
A working hotel. Wow.
And at the time, I assumed those folks drank. Like, I assumed they were pretty serious.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe they took a ration. You know, you can only have so much beer and so much spirit.
Something tells me they didn't.
Nah, they might be friends with what's his name, Frankie Yales, whatever his name was, the guy who used to Al Capone. Everybody, Al Capone.
This is awesome. So this whole area is really, you know. Can you get up here? Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody? No.
No.
And certainly not like this, where it's just this cool experience.
It's
that
so
everybody
neat. It's just so neat.
I really wish they did this more every year.
I kind of wish it was like every weekend in the summer.
I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be such a good idea.
You know, Saturday and Sunday.
That's why I think they should do Broadway. Just like Broadway's now.
Right.
Broadway's a new public park.
It's
Public
really,
park.
you know, just to drive down Broadway now, it's tough. And you don't really need to drive down Broadway. There's other routes that you can take.
It's just a.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Sean is doing his thing. Sean is doing his thing, Urban Adventures. Ah, there it is. Grand Central Terminal. We got these cool vistas here. You just don't get this every day. Yeah, we got a GoPro. I still gotta get Gabe's set up with the pocket.
Yeah, so I use
That is cool.
That's what I use. It's a lot of setup.
It is a lot of setup too, because you gotta get like the Raspberry Pi and the.
The thing is, so the reason we got it.
Good to see you, Dan.
It's a thing called Bella Box.
Yes.
And it's sort of like a do-it-yourself live view.
Yes.
So the reason you use that is like when you lose your signal, it's just everything stops, right?
Right.
And so what you're doing is you're not broadcasting to YouTube.
No, you're broadcasting
to our OBS server at home.
Right.
Which can put up a thing that says, "Hey, lost the signal. I'll be right back."
Right.
So it keeps everything alive, so the chat doesn't, you know, so you don't necessarily immediately lose the chat. But it's like it's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's I keep on looking into it and I'm like, that is a lot to set up. And mind you, I collabed once with that Unlimited IRL people for the Mermaid Parade one year.
That's like in between Bella Box and Live View. It's like they have they're sort of like that, but a little more serious.
Yeah. And you gotta pay in for the subscription and oh yeah.
This is so cool.
Look at this view of the Chrysler building right here.
I still think it's cool every single time.
Look at that.
Every single time, I love it.
Good to see you, William. Across the river in Brooklyn.
See my camera.
Yeah, okay. No, you can shoot blind. It's fine.
Right into the sun.
Hey, right into the sun.
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Yeah, there's good old Cornelius Vanderbilt right there. Incredible.
And yeah, this is what you're talking about. This is the Manhattan Hedge spot.
Yeah, this is the Manhattan Hedge spot that people are willing to risk life and limb for to get that 42nd Street shot right there. 42nd Street, everybody. They think an hour and 46 minutes ago we started at 125th Street. They're making pretty good time.
So I think when we get off this, I'm going to turn around and go into Grand Central and see what that.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, see if you can find that lawn, the AstroTurf they put down.
Gotta figure out what they're talking about.
Well, everyone, you got to check out Sean's YouTube and Instagram, and he will no doubt. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for joining me here. This has made this first part of the walk really easy. When you can just talk and conversate, and it's the magic of New York.
Good to see all you friends.
Everything's not all doom and gloom. Sorry, Trash Jordan. Sorry.
Oh my God, you went to Harlem. You survived.
I know, and I survived. I thought it began. I thought it began. I have a feeling down here. Oh, nice.
Oh, they do have some stuff. Oh, this is just like a street fair.
Yeah.
I don't even know that I don't think it's necessarily part of this.
Right.
I love it. The city's alive, folks.
Clearly.
We're having a good time.
You know, and Cash Jordan put a video up this almost last week. New York City is done. I don't know about that, people. I know, right? Me too. Yeah, no, they got it. They got to come in one way, which is a smart move.
That's kind of serious.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. So good to see
Sean,
you.
it's good seeing you. Man.
Hey, cheers, everybody.
Everyone, bagels and walks, everybody. Have a good one.
Do you want one more? Here, hold on. Do you want one more shot where I try to get Grand Central in the back?
Okay, why not? Let's get one more. We'll get one more picture. I'll
Stand over here.
I'll stand here on the line. He's gonna get one more picture. I know, content creators in the wild. What do you want? What do you want? There you go. Good to see you, Sean. Everyone, bagels and walks, everyone. Get them safe. Keep little bagels safe. And we continue on, people. I know, content creators in the wild. Who else will we run into? Let's find out. We still got a long way to go. We're going all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, oh my God, his 10-hour walk of Manhattan was spectacular. I hope to one day do the entire length of Manhattan Island on Manhattan. I'm sorry, the entire length of Manhattan Island on Broadway one of these days. Jawan, good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. Keep on hitting that thumbs up so more people can find the video. Experiencing summer streets. And I'm happy to report that I do have a beer waiting for me at the house. So after I'm done with this and me and the Duchess are done with our little activities. Oh, and actually we may have a bonus live stream later on today over in Brooklyn. Yeah, that would be an excellent video. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Cyclone Joe. And there is Sean's video of the Great Saunter. That is just insane. Yeah, little bagel. Little bagel, so cute. I tell you, that sun though. That sun is strong. Good to see you too. Oh, that was the lawn. Was that little thing the lawn? Oh my God. Where's the grass? I think in order to be called a lawn, there should be grass. But all right, we got to experience that. Cool. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you so much, Sean. Really is good energy out here though. You can't go wrong. Really can't go wrong with this experience here. Coming up to 34th Streets. It's going to be where Empire State Building is. Good to see you there. Investigations out there in Georgia. Good to see a Cliff across the way in Brooklyn. Oh yeah, you're getting that sun right there. It is hot. It has warmed up quite a bit. on hitting that thumbs up. Did we hit 200 yet? We should be at 200 or 215 at this point. As we continue to traverse the streets of New York. Got another red light here. I guess we're hitting all the red lights now. Oh, we're at 216. All right, we did hit our goal. Okay, that's cool. Let's get to 250, guys. Let's get to 250. Thank you so much, Sunshine After Rain. I'm happy I put on my sunscreen. Yeah, buddy. Oh, does he think he's gonna like drive down there? Oh, there we have somebody delusional. How's the traffic in Manhattan? Well, I don't drive a car, so I wouldn't know, Cliff. Walk Fifth Avenue? Absolutely, the sunshine. Fifth Avenue is a fun walk. Good to see you, Sunshine NYC. Are they gonna close Fifth Avenue again? I think they already did that, right? Did that little from Rockefeller up to the park. They had Fifth Avenue closed. It's always funny how like people think it's gonna be like this apocalyptic traffic jam here in Manhattan when Summer Street happens, and if anything, it's the opposite. The traffic is really eased up, and yeah, it's fine. It's a weekend, exactly. Was that a Karen in the wild? All right, look at it. There she is. People, the Empire State Building right there. We're at 34th Street now. We're at 34th Street, everybody.
Oh, wait. I have a bike like this. Not, wait. Wait a minute. Yo.
Wow, look at everyone hanging out here. Everybody having a good day here.
It's this kind of bike.
And we continue on from 34th Street. There's our crosstown 34th Street traffic right there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's all good, RJ. Enjoy the time with the family on this beautiful Saturday. Hope everyone has a great Saturday. Look at that vista looking down. I do, yeah, Trisha, I wish they had this in the autumn also. You know, I keep on thinking about, when I think of summer streets, I think of New York City's, this is great training for the marathon, yes. When I think of summer streets, I think of our Olympic bid for the 2012 Olympics. We would have had something called the Olympic X. And the Olympic X would have been dedicated pedestrian streets to help the athletes get around to all the different venues. And it would create an X across the whole city. And, you know, like if we would have had that Olympics, man, it would have been fantastic. I still think we could get those Olympics out here. But, and look up the video, by the way. Look up the video of the Olympic X for the NYC 2012 bid. There's also that one video where they run around with a torch around New York City, and that always makes me cry because it's so cool. New York City is just a cool place. And it's very easy to get emotional about a place like this because it's, you know, while it may feature some of the worst humanity has to offer, it definitely showcases and thrives upon the best that humanity has to offer. And I am proud to call myself a native New Yorker, born and raised. Did you ever see that video, Sunshine After Rain? I mean, that video makes me cry. I remember that, you know, I volunteered for the 2012 bid. And I remember when I first saw that torch video, I was like a mess. And then I see it all the time. Every now and then I'll watch it on YouTube to kind of give myself some energy and some inspiration, and it makes me cry every time. One day it will come to the Olympics will come to New York. One day. I'm surprised it hasn't been here already, but one day. One day. One day it will be back. We will have it, and the city will come alive with Olympic spirit, because all the peoples of the world live here. But super greetings to you too there, Mighty Bull. Welcome back.
We have a liquor store like right next to
Yeah, we're making really good time. 30th Street. Making really good time here. Well, I think I hear another band just down the yonders. Yeah, Robojacks. You know, Robojacks, I got to say, the closing ceremony of the London Olympics was just so beautiful. And I could imagine, I heard this thing called Olympic depression, where like after the Olympics leave, everyone's kind of sad. I got that energy from the closing ceremony of the London Olympics. I have a feeling the closing ceremony at the Paris Olympics is going to be equally as emotional. Rooftop of the Royalton, okay. Awesome. Uh-oh. DJ Scratch and Sniff on the one. This is some pep me up music here. Taking me to the point of no return, the point of no return. Oh baby, take me to the point of no return. It's like Marathon Sunday. Got a little boxing pop-up here. That's cool. Fucking hell. Try and do my best to stay in the fucking right lane. DJ Scratch and Sniff at the finest, playing the best music. I'm surprised he's not playing any gabber. All right. Techno Viking dancing down the street. Have you ever seen that DJ who plays on the who plays on his bicycle in Manchester, England. I forgot the guy's name. He's like legit one of my favorite YouTubers. I want to do one of them things here in New York. So there are vendors with free stuff along the way, but I haven't been really looking at that stuff. I'm kind of just like on the mission to do this route here. But there definitely are vendors with free stuff. We're now just one block over to the east of Madison Square Park, and we can look straight down and see Union Square Park. Illinois asks, why are the streets closed for cars? Because it's a program called Summer Streets. 3 Saturdays in August, starting from the Brooklyn Bridge, going all the way north to 125th Street, are closed to traffic between 7 and 3 p.m. It's so people can enjoy the street. Never saw him do it, be a DJ. Shake Shack? Okay. Boombox Barry in Manchester, that's right. There's that guy, but what about the guy who's on the bike? Is that like his nickname? You know the guy on he has like a big tricycle and he has a whole big DJ rig on there? I want to bring that to New York so bad. I am so down for that. And like I said, I've done it here in Summer Streets to a smaller extent. I would come out here and DJ from my bike. In the days before I started making regular YouTube content. East 23rd Street, Park Avenue. We're waiting for the light here at 23rd. And we keep on moving. Like to hear my mix someday. If you ever hear me DJ Sunshine After Rain, I like to DJ a lot of beat, like because it's outside, so a lot of beat heavy music, a lot of instrumentals, a lot of disco, a lot of funk, a lot of electronic music. If it has a good beat to it, then I'm down. How many miles did I walk already? Probably 3 to 4 miles at this point. I think in total we're gonna do like 6-7 miles today. Remember, we started from 125th. So we started from 125 and we're gonna hopefully go all the way down to Brooklyn Bridge.
That's crazy.
But when I would lead regular cycling groups down to Fort Tilden, I would DJ the whole way. And then also DJing would kind of calm the... I am a professional live streamer. A little bit of a signal blip there, but now we're back. You know, my shoes may look beat up, but they're super comfy, so... I have a feeling my current pair of Nikes, I'm just going to run into the ground because they're just so damn comfortable. I could kind of do these effortlessly. 20th Street, Theodore Roosevelt Way is right here. Teddy Roosevelt used to live right up the block over there. And the house is still there today. 19th Street, approaching. Yeah, SW, yeah, they used to give out free helmets and stuff. I think they still do that. They give out helmets, and today City Bike is offering unlimited 30-minute rides, free unlimited 30-minute rides. There's a code for that. Go to the Summer Streets website to get the code, because you don't just have to use it for Summer Streets. You can kind of use the bike to go anywhere. Oh, that shade feels delightful. Another great music spot is coming up next here on 18th Street and Park Avenue. Off to our left-hand side, we have the site of Max's Kansas City. How many famous people you know have performed there? Used to be right over there. Itlan from Israel. Good to see ya. Can I sing again? You love this way? You like the way I'm singing? Itan, I'll sing when I feel like it. When I feel the gravitas to sing, I will sing. Stay tuned. Now we're coming up to Union Square. Now, unfortunately, the bathroom at the Barnes & Noble, they have a security guard there. So unless you're buying something, they kind of deter you from using the bathroom. But now we have a new favorite bathroom to use here in the Union Square area. I highly recommend going to the Petco. The Petco has an amazing clean bathroom. They're very nice in there. They let anybody use the bathroom. You don't have to buy anything. And this is a Dutch Ma's poop approved bathroom. If you want more spots to use the restroom, check out the Instagram page, Got to Go NYC. Got to the number 2 Go NYC. The Whole Foods bathroom is pretty okay too. No, these are good things to know, exactly. Yes, today is the last sunset after 8 p.m. Don't remind me, sunshine. I like the sunshine, damn it. I miss these days of long sunlight days. But yeah, the days are getting, sunlight hours are getting shorter. But don't remind me. A few months from now, we're gonna be all cold in our winter jackets watching the Christmas lights. On Dasher, on Prancer, on Dancer, on Prancer. Right? So Got to Go NYC. Got the number 2 Go NYC on Instagram. And then follow the Instagram creator. She's an opera singer. Follow her whatchamacallit. Follow her Google map. It's the most used Google map in the world. She is doing an amazing public service. You want some snow? Me too. I want some snow too. NYC legend, still here, our crocodile. And now we're at 14th Street. This is where Park Avenue will become 4th Avenue for a few blocks. Now, this is where it usually gets a little bit more crowded here. You gotta wave us through, there we go. There's the climate countdown clock, which has already counted down to 0, so we must take action today to improve our climate. lot of joggers out. Wow. I guess this is a good test for me to do the marathon. I will gladly do the marathon walking, holding a gimbal the whole time. If anyone wants to sponsor me and the Duchess to be this year's marathon, let me know. Oh, she's dancing down. God bless this woman. She's dancing. You make me feel like dancing. I'm gonna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. 13th Streets. Woo, it's freaking hot. Yeah, dance is life. Pier 76. There you go, Rose. Absolutely, investigator. Absolutely. Best free party in NYC. There you go. Dan, I'm glad you're enjoying the vibe. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful Saturday. Oh man, the shade really feels good. The shade feels tremendous. It's a Saturday morning and I feel alright, 'cause I wanna dance, look at me. All I wanna do is to bump with you, so come on, let's dance, look at me. Tonight, when we play the music playing, what? You might love me in every way. 'Cause why they call it the lady bump, it's alright. Why? Lady bump, look at me and you'll know why they call me the lady bump, it's alright. Why? Lady bump, look at me and you'll know why. There you go. I got singing skills like Frank Sinatra. Nah, I would call myself more of a lounge singer, kind of a Bill Murray style lounge singer. That's my style. Well, actually, I like he's just gonna barrel through the crowd. He's a triple threat, exactly. Triple threat, baby. Anyway. Peggy McLean, Lady Bump. Did that win the Eurovision? You're more than welcome, Michelle. All right, we're coming up to Ask the Place. Where's the Mr. Beast character? Where is that guy? I want to ask him what's his long-term end game when it comes to live streaming. Anyway. Right, you can see me as a Bill Murray, Billy Crystal, yeah. Ooh, I just fucking walked through that not even realizing. Oh well. Ask the Place, everybody. Oh, they're doing the yoga over there. That's a good beat-heavy song.
There you go. And again, because we don't have the things, it's also a big balance challenge.
Good to see you, Sonia.
There you go.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Astor Place Starbucks is no more. They have closed after some 20-something years in business. That Starbucks was always new to me. It heralded the call of gentrification here in the village. And now it is no more. No more. Oh, a whole bunch of vendors over here. There's a line for water. Or it's a line for free stuff, actually, not for water. Good to see you, Sonia, from the United Kingdom. Welcome. We're making great time getting downtown. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it is the end of an era. But even up to its last day of operation, that Starbucks is always new. I remember when that Starbucks opened, they made such a big deal about it in the news. It was worse when they closed the Village Voice, absolutely. I still mourn the loss of the Village Voice. Village Voice was a very important newspaper. Here is the Public Theater. We're now officially on Lafayette Street, by the way. Thanks to Joseph Papp, the founder of the Public Theater, we have Shakespeare in the Park. And since the Delacorte Theater is going under a bit of refurbishment, some of the performances of Shakespeare in the Park will be happening right here at the Public Theater. I love that theater too, Trisha. Yeah, Hamilton. You know, the thing, Trisha, I saw Hamilton in previews. And I remember when my mom did not like Hamilton, by the way. She said there was too much rap in it. But I remember there are people in the audience saying, I don't know about this show. I don't know if it's going to go very long. And it was, for me, I loved it. I thought the show was incredible. But just to think, like a few months later, Hamilton like went nuts, blew up. Becoming one of... It's 11:40. About 2 hours, 22 minutes into the journey. It's amazing how fast you could get downtown when you don't have to stop at almost every single stoplight. Yeah, you gotta love moms. Absolutely. We're on Great Jones Street now. Still going south here. Candace Neistat, Casey Neistat's wife and mother of his baby mama. Her office is right over there. Offices of Billy are right over there. You've probably seen, if you watch Casey Neistat, you've probably seen countless episodes filmed right here in this street. Shade, shade, yay, shade, yay. Oh, it feels so good. If you're in the shade, man, it's perfect. The sun's a little bit warm. Ouch. He just punched his way past me. Nice guy. If I catch him at a light, maybe I'll punch him back. He literally punched me out of the way. Nice guy. I gotta say, joggers, I don't know who's a bigger asshole, the spandex-clad cyclists or the joggers. He really hurt me. Fuck. I was gonna, if that light went red, I was gonna run up and catch him. But I don't feel like running. But legit, I don't know who's a bigger asshole. The spandex cyclist or the wannabe marathon joggers. I know why. He wanted to keep his line because, you know, he's training. See, look, I could tell he doesn't want to stop because he thinks I'm going to catch up to him and fucking curse him out. Good to see you, Arjan. I know, it's so easy to get around, but he chose not to. He chose violence. You know he's not from here. You know he's not from here. He's like from Jersey or fucking Minnesota or something like that. No, actually not Minnesota. I'm trying to think of the state with a lot of assholes. I'm trying to think of a state with a lot of assholes. Is it Wisconsin? Anyway, he was in the zone. Show his face? Well, he's already all the way up there, Rose. I'm not gonna go running after him just to show his face. Look, another one. He came so close just now. Yeah, look back, you fucking dick. Sell the clip to Trash Jordan, yeah. Texas has a... Let's trigger this guy. I'm gonna trigger this one right here. Oh, he's Houston Street, people. He's Houston Street. Gotta hold my arms out. Yeah, you gotta get around me, buddy. Fucking dick. Oh, Colorado has a lot of good people. The weed mellows them out. All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is the place I really love to be. I'm okay, Sonia. Now that first guy who hit me, he like literally like punched me in my arm. He literally punched me in my arm. Lisa George, good to see you, Lisa. I know, it's aggression time. You know, this is what happens, like when the streets get narrower and there's more people on them, you know, they get a little aggressive. But obviously some people think they could do shit because they're in a crowd. You love the ringing today? Me too. I love the ringing today. I love the singing. I love it all. You belong to the city. You belong to the life. Prince Street coming up. Oh, they're playing depressing music in that store. Why are they playing such depressing music in that store? Oh, I'll fucking slit my wrist after hearing that song. Fucking, I don't want to slip my wrist. It's too beautiful of a day to slip my wrist. Oh, they're going contra flow, baby. There it goes. See it? As the street gets narrower, people are riding like jerks. People are riding like assholes. And I'll be the first to tell you about cycling etiquette because I work on a bicycle. I work on a goddamn bike. I make my money on a bicycle. But I am all for more pedestrian streets and more jogging lanes and more bike lanes. It's a shame that we cater to the 20% of road users who own a car. It's a real shame. Now, if I did congestion pricing, if Governor Hochul's watching, if I did congestion pricing, people who live within the 5 boroughs would not be subject to the congestion charge. Congestion pricing will only happen during the rush hours. And it would only be like, I think like $6.50 will be fine for congestion pricing. Yeah, like, they're cool. They got the laid back bikes. They're playing the 50s music. Yes, those who sing do put their sorrows away, J.E. Absolutely. I won't get hit by a bike. I'm a professional live streamer. I gotta worry more about the fucking joggers. They're a little aggressive. Right, you agree with my plan, right? Yeah, I don't think New Yorkers who live within the 5 boroughs should be subject to the congestion charge, because there's quite a few people in Queens and Staten Island who have no other option. So, and plus there's a lot of industry that comes in and out of the outer boroughs into Manhattan. So that's why I think people who live within the 5 boroughs and businesses who reside within the 5 boroughs shouldn't be subject to the congestion charge. We pay enough taxes as is. But now all the people from the suburbs, they gotta pay up, because us city people have been supplementing their lives for too long. For way too long. We have been subsidizing their lifestyle. And once again, it all started with Robert Moses. Freaking Bobby Moses. All right, Broome Street. Robert Moses tried to build a 6-lane highway right here on Broome Street. Would have been called the Lower Manhattan Expressway. Imagine a 6-lane elevated highway right here. This would have linked up the Manhattan and Williamsburg bridges with the Holland Tunnel. I'm so happy it did not get built. A big shout out to my favorite New Yorker, one of my favorite New Yorkers of all time, Jane Jacobs. Bottomless Coffee says, local city tax is a bit much on top of the federal state tax. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. You know, Beach Bum, good to see you. As an independent contractor, my taxes did go up. Fucking hell. My taxes did go up quite a bit in recent years. So, you're more than welcome, Colleen. Derek, it's pretty warm out here. Yeah. It's pretty warm. I wouldn't call it a scorcher, but it is pretty warm. But good to see you, Derek, out there in Glasgow. Coming up to Grand Street. Great little view of the World Trade Center right there as we get to Lower Manhattan. Chinatown area right now. Look at that tour group. Oh my Lord. Whenever I lead tours, the first question I ask is, do I have to walk around with a flag? I don't like walking around with a flag. I don't like those tour groups. They try to do too much in too little time. Jeanette Trainer out there in Glasgow. Welcome. All my Glaswegians are checking on in. Good to see y'all. Happy Saturday. $240 views, 245 likes. That's a beautiful thing. Keep the likes coming, everybody. Deeply appreciated. damn time getting downtown though, I'll tell you what. Making good damn time. Oh, that shade feels so good. Don't shock the monkey, love my walk. I won't shock the monkey there, Hank. I won't shock the monkey. They spread out like flock of seagulls. And they ran so far away. Canal streets. Be out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head, Mr. Lover. That's from the 90s. Not from the 80s. Oh, Flock of Seagulls is from the 80s. But Poison's from the 90s. Good to see you there, Betty, out there in Northern California. ABX girl, you know I could sing. He could talk. He could talk. He could talk. He could talk. I could sing. Belle Biv DeVoe, that's right. Poison, everybody. Someone called you poison once? Ridiculous. Absolutely redonkulous. Oh, the downtown community TV Center. Another spot where one of the first places I ever edited video. Right in there. My early days on Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Oh, those were the days, man, before YouTube. That's why I love it when people say that I'm copying who's its and what's its. It's like, how can I be copying people if I've been doing it before they even started? And when it comes to live streaming, y'all know, been there, done that. We've done pretty much everything. Oh, really, ABX girl? Nice. It just is. There you go. Had two guys in front. They just swap their torso. Okay. Oh, we're passing by the Criminal Courts building and the Collect Pond Park. I am the modern day Nelson Sullivan. Absolutely, JK. I agree with that. You know, I studied all those people, you know? A lot of those people who did early video art. You know, like I studied that. My first intro into film/video art was Andy Warhol's Chelsea Girl. And then I saw Nelson Sullivan's work. I saw a lot of the various stuff on Manhattan Neighborhood Network and Brooklyn Community Access Television, and I see how people use video to communicate and express themselves. I try to keep that going. I try to keep that alive. Love those scooters. Me too. You go nice and fast. Ah, really? Nice, sunshine. Foley Square. Butterflies fly away. Rockies my hips like moi. Moving my hips like moi. Hands up, playing my song. It'll be okay. Yeah. It's a party in my pants, I say. Only Hannah Montana song I like is Party in the USA. The only Hannah Montana song I like. Yeah. Luckiest dog on the avenue. One more time. Oh, he's DJing it. He's DJing it. I think the album's skipping. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Maybe not perfect timing. All right, we're almost to the Brooklyn Bridge. This is where I'm going to turn around because I got to go meet the Duchess. Actually, I might just take a city bike back up and go meet the Duchess. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what is this, Times Square? I know, right? Where are those 360 cameras? Oh no! We're approaching the end of the route. No! But the shade, I know it's gonna feel good. Oh my God, the shade feels so good. Wow, it's 85 degrees already. Wow.
Do you want to get a bike or you
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a bike. There's free city bike rentals. So I can take this up to where I gotta go. Alexa, play End of the Road by Boys to Men. Oh my God, we made it. The municipal building. Holy shit. We walked from 125th Street all the way down to here in only 2 hours and 43 minutes. Let's get our closing shot of the Brooklyn Bridge for you guys. We'll get our closing shot for you guys. Let's get our closing shot. Another epic one, right? And we got the 250 likes. That's a beautiful thing. We did it. We made it all the way down. Hey, man. We made it all the way down from 125th Street. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm gonna take me a bike so I can go head up back to where the Duchess is. This was a fun one. This was a fun one. Let's get our closing shot here. We made it to City Hall. Exactly, everyone should get a chance to do this one day because it is a lot of fun. Wow, yeah, buddy. We did it! Da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da da. Ladies and gentlemen, there she is. One of the 8 wonders of the modern world, the Brooklyn Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information of Summer Streets, head over to the Summer Streets website. Just look up Summer Streets NYC and you'll find it. And you'll find out the times and the streets that are available. And there's going to be some more Summer Streets out in Brooklyn and Queens. But we did it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this walk, did you find this by accident? Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name at Dutch Moz. And make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. But from Park Row, here at the Brooklyn Bridge in front of the Municipal Building, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Thank you so much to everyone who super chatted. Thank you so much to everyone who hit the thumbs up on the video. Thank you so much for all the donations on the replay, and PayPal donations are always much appreciated if you had a good time. So thank you so much for all your support. But once again, from the Brooklyn Bridge here at Park Row, here in Lower Manhattan, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have a fabulous New York day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those sweet moments. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.